This is Ed, and this is his E46 330 Clubsport, and today you're going to watch it built from start to finish.
Sure. It's Saturday the 24th today, first day of the bank holiday weekend. The plan is to put this thing in that car by the end of the bank holiday weekend, so by Monday evening we'll call it. This thing, gearbox, everything in, drive shafts in, ready for the prop to be measured and be set off. So that's the plan. Hopefully we haven't fucked anything up and forgotten some parts, so yeah, here we go.
Stop! This is Ed. He promised to have his engine in his beautiful Miami blue E46 330 Clubsport.
Is your engine in your car yet?
No, this weekend.
This weekend.
Go in.
Friday the 23rd of August at 8 p.m. What's happening this weekend?
Engine in.
The engine in what? In who?
My car.
Whose? Ooh! What days are going in?
So just enjoy the time lapse, I guess. It's quite cool. Just watch it, please.
It is the 25th of August.
Hello.
This is other stuff that's not relevant for anything that we're going to be filming in the next year.
The next year? That's unlike.
Maybe.
Literally going to.
So your engine has been put back together. You've done your oil pump stuff. You've replaced some gaskets over here. You've cleaned some stuff up and got a new Chinese.
Place some gaskets over here. Redone all the bolts.
Okay.
We fit the S54 stuff.
And you've replaced these rubber ones
I have
as well that
replaced
no
these
one ever
rubber ones.
replaces.
The actuator is bolted.
And the actuator. So let's go over here. He's got tips over. Look at that. Professional. And then we've got this actuator for the S54 ITBs. And you've made a bracket. 3D printed a bracket.
Yeah, CNC'd, but now I have a perfect shape and the perfect bracket size.
Nice. Lovely. Let's put it in. This is a huge moment. But why?
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Ed wanted to push the bar as far as he could, taking the E46 chassis to the extreme. Hell-bent on making the lightest chassis possible with no compromises. Stripping the wiring loom back and rebuilding it from the ground up using custom-made fuse boxes, he saved 20 kilograms from this alone. Keeping with the lightweight aluminium block M54B30 while using parts from its bigger brother, the S54. Removing every bit of sound deadening and seam sealer from the car and replacing it with epoxy primer. With fiberglass panels, carbon Kevlar Recaros, this was always going to be the ultimate lightweight E46 build. Have we bit off more than we can chew with this build? And will it be ready for Portimao later this year? Will these M3 components, never tested in this configuration, prove to be too much of a challenge? Today, we will face our biggest hurdle. The crown jewels of this build, the S54 ITBs. And that was it. It was finally in.
Alright, you're not filming the noise bar, I don't know now.
It's alright, I got you, Ed. So, we're just measuring prop shaft because obviously Ed's standard prop shaft is not going to work.
It's not, no.
Why is it not going to work? Because it's an M3 rear diff up to a 5-speed M54. So we're going to have to make some measurements and modify.
Modify, my friend.
The engine and front side frames in. It's in. It's done. It's in. You said it wouldn't happen, but it's in.
Who did?
You.
Why is it won't happen?
You said.
Watch the rest of the video. See how it did happen.
Next, it was time to get the car rolling again so that we could weigh it. And see how successful we had been with our endeavours. Or at least see if we were on target. What's this?
These are scales, so we can weigh our cars.
Yeah, we got
Way.
scales.
This is to prove people on the internet that cars don't weigh as much as they think they do.
They don't. They
Or
don't.
maybe they do. We'll find out.
Scientifically. Why are you weighing it now? What do you think it's gonna weigh? Should we do guess?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's anything under 800.
So what's your guess?
820, 830.
820, 830. What's your guess?
850?
850. How much do you reckon Ed's car's gonna weigh?
I don't give a fuck. Well, as it is,
Yeah.
as it is right now,
Yeah.
885, 950.
885.
What's yours, John?
780.
780.
Yeah. 780.
No, 885.
I know what I'm talking about. I do.
You don't.
I've had
You've
an E46
always got-
for
you've
10
got-
years.
you've got
10
everything
years.
wrong.
I've had an M3 for 10.
You got it
I
wrong
literally
yesterday.
guessed the horsepower.
Yesterday.
Hold on.
you got it wrong.
On first guess, not on like, after tuning. No, like, I kept the same number, 471. What power did it make?
473.
So I was the closest from get-go.
Okay, alright. Nuno won. Everyone, Nuno won.
Go buy the merch because... Well done.
This is it's the same t-shirt every time.
Is that the R8 one?
That is an R8.
Fuck. I was wearing the other one. I need cash for bug. This one, look. We need to be buying Bugattis.
It's not real.
Look!
I don't like it.
I need it in my house, not in this person's house. My house.
Why has it got a Maxton design kit on it?
It was actually Oakley designed. A lot of history behind that car.
Okay. Ed's doing stuff.
100.
This might upset me, but
90.
it should be like 88, 89.
Yours said 93.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Stay on this one.
This is yours.
65.
Oh,
So how much you weigh?
Yeah, it's round about that.
Oh, like, what's that say again?
87. 91. It settles at 91.
Oh, okay, hold on.
89.
It's the
It's the collar.
card, obviously.
780.
To be fair, it's not much in it.
Can you move this scale?
Cow.
Ali. Right, what's it say?
Holy fuck.
How much is it?
680 plus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. There's still quite a bit to go into it.
There's nothing to go in.
Mate, this is gonna. I told you, it's gonna be under a ton.
Your gearbox in it?
Gearbox is in it. but-
Gearbox in, engines in, front subframes for the
front
Rear subframe.
Full brakes are in at the front, so that's full weight of brakes at the front. And the wheels and tyres are currently heavier than what I'm having. Which will be good.
You got fiberglass, everything. You're gonna go plastic windows,
Heated, yeah.
Yeah.
fiberglass boot. Mate, it's gonna be under a ton. It's gonna be well under a ton. No, it's not gonna be well under a ton, but I think it'll be a good enough under a ton.
You reckon it will be under it?
Yeah. 100%.
Oh my god. Wow, okay.
And yours is gonna be heavy as shit.
Yeah, but I won't have that problem with me, eh?
Getting the M54's stock ECU to move the S54's throttle actuator isn't something we've seen before. But in theory, Ed reckons this should work. Wait, did it? It didn't. Not like that.
Did it not?
I'm excited. I want
Go again. Yeah.
Very good. Catch you in the next one.
Yeah, 4 years later.
Well done, Ed. This has been a long road.
Planned 4 years ago.
This was not.
There doesn't appear to be a hole there. That's my
No,
head.
that is just aluminium block.
Okay, that's right then. Don't need that one.
So we start off with installing these eBay exhaust manifolds, which Ed plans on temporarily using until he welds and adapts his S54 ones.
Again, it's just aluminium block. Lesson learned, guys. Generic exhaust flanges have all the holes that you don't need. That doesn't have one. That doesn't have one. That explains why I have less studs than holes in the manifold. Okay, fine. I'm getting a little concerned looking at that and looking at these, but yeah, M54, M52, and basically, yeah, exactly
All of that
that.
rubbish.
You know what's really funny is like seeing like there's an earth point there, and right now I don't know where the earth goes to. Why there's an earth point there?
Yeah, I'm sure it's not important, Ed, and we can definitely start the car without it.
Oh, so much quicker. Oh, we got some more holes that don't have anything. Oh, look at that. Oh my god.
There you go.
So this is your standard M54 fuel
Supply
pipe.
pipe.
So the S54 is there, and it's a really wide, you probably see from the other side better, John, to be honest. Slightly different there. That's your fuel supply to the S54.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And it has this weird wide thing. I'm sure it's probably got a fitting that goes from that into one of these, but I don't have that. But fortunately, we have got another S54 sitting in a different car.
Oh, we do.
So, and maybe take
Steal
Peter's
some
one
stuff.
apart.
You don't need that.
Not at the moment. Doesn't even know his car is ready. And same thing here. I might have to steal this from him too, because that's where the air delay control valve goes, and it kind of, a pipe comes around here, down here, and then down, and then sticks to the air delay control valve, which sits below, is down here. However, obviously it doesn't fit to that directly, so I've got a little pipe. So I might steal that and that from him, make sure it all works, and then I have to order some from BMW myself. This is a vacuum manifold for that. Again, slightly different to the way that this one works. This is OEM M54, which effectively comes like this. It's under the manifold, plugs in and plugs into the manifold. Obviously, I don't have an intake manifold, so I'm gonna have to do something with this as well. And then it's on, and then it's on to bodywork and all the finishing bits. That'll be fun.
That's gonna square out oil, isn't it?
Yes, so we can loop that.
Right.
So
Just loop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got no radiator.
Is that
can't
just
run it for very
on?
long.
Is that on just dash fittings?
Yeah.
All right.
We're not like at the finishing stage. We're not just putting a car back together because that's really easy. We're actually at the trial stage to make sure this is all working. To my knowledge, this is the first time it's been done this way.
Cool. Yeah.
Let's go back to putting that together. This is so rubbish. This last. Why'd I leave the worst one to last?
Finally, the manifold's done.
You go to ProTech and you spend £195.
Oh my god, on that.
Well, there is £13.50 plus VAT of delivery, so you know. So what this is it turns your standard E46 fuel tank into a mini swirl pot inside it, because the return that comes back from your fuel pressure regulator actually comes back into here, and in here is where the main fuel pump and filter sit. And then this closes off the little cradle that the tank already has, so it turns it into a semi-swirl pot, so to stop the fuel surging when you've got low fuel on a 46.
Yeah.
If you drive it on track, you will have experienced in the past. £200 is well spent if it does what it's supposed to do, which I have no reason to doubt, because ProTech are the same guys that also supplied Nuno with the solution for his
E92.
S65 swap into his 46, and we know that works because it's been in before and worked. Therefore, if it works for them, I'm sure this also does the job exactly as it's supposed to do. And then it'll be parts stealing time, I think.
Yeah.
Over to Peter's, and we steal a couple of bits from his car, and then we get some oil, some filters, and we start it. So it's got a semi-swirl pot in there already. So what this does is create a lid.
That is so dry. How have you managed to get it that dry?
4 years. And I've got new ones of these, don't worry. And then that sits on top. I don't know if it's this way around, I don't know if it's the other way around. So don't shout at me if it's wrong, I need to have a look. And the return line goes into here. So the actual fuel return line comes into there, and it keeps that full. So when this sits inside here, like so, the return line is here, keeping this completely full of fuel. So you should, I mean, it will still surge if it's really low, but if it's really low, you shouldn't be going on track flat out. You're supposed to replace these every time you take that off.
Yeah.
because these expand with fuel.
They
So
do.
if you're ever doing any work, replacing your fuel pump filter, anything like that, you should replace one of these. Get them from BMW, they're relatively cheap. They're actually blue now instead of black. This can be a source of leakage. You don't want fuel to leak out the top of your tank.
That's happened to me once.
There you go. So now you know. With the kit, you actually get two things. You get the bung, which goes inside the tank and covers up the hole from the hose we've just removed, which actually turns it into a mini swirl pot. Don't get me wrong, you're not paying £160 for this bit, you're paying £160 for that bit, but it's nice. We've had to come up with a solution because this is for M3, this is not an M3. So we just got to make it a little bit wider. Could probably get one of these from A-Tech with the right size, but it is Saturday, A-Tech is closed, and I want to start my car this weekend. That's my problem.
Does that need to go?
Super tight. We have to shim it down a bit. M3, 330, not the same. Not even remotely. Why?
So this kit specifically been designed for an M3. Seems that the 330's fuel pump is slightly wider, so a little bit of trimming and cutting is required.
You got the safety squint on lock. It would never get to my eyes.
Nothing went in.
Nothing goes in if you squint. Yeah, it goes in.
Do you reckon it'll be a lot easier now?
I think it'd be so much easier.
This is BMW tool, patented, made by Hilti to get these things on. I think we are there. Torqued to 150 whacks. That's actually in. I'm a bit shocked. Exhaust manifolds on, so I'm not going to burn my car. There's 4 things left to do in order to start this thing. Number 1 is this little vacuum line here. That just goes to the fuel pressure regulator. I have that, so that's not a problem. Number 2, this vacuum line here, it's just a brake booster vacuum line. I can adjust what I've got and make it work for the time being. So again, that's not a problem. We have 2 little problems. This is where the idle air control valve plugs into, and on the M3s it comes down into this thing. I don't have that, and I don't have the fuel thing. But we do have Pete's car, and I've just gone to have a look. And although it's going to be really rather painful for me to take it apart, put it here, test it, and then put it back, that's what's going to be happening. So without his prior consent or knowledge, ask for forgiveness. It's just easier. We're going to go there, take off the airbox, and steal this part and steal the other part, and hopefully not get too much fuel all over his car. In fact,
He's putting a new airbox on anyway. You don't need to put it back on. You've got the Carbonius one.
oh, that
Even better, less work for me.
Oh.
Fluids is easy, and adding a little oil filter is simple. Even like doing that is rather simple. These parts I don't have, so I can't just make them, but I can
Steal them.
borrow them. No. I'm not stealing them because I'm putting them back.
Okay.
So I am borrowing them.
Let's go get it.
Next, it was time to steal some parts from Peter's fresh out the body shop E46 M3.
Wait a minute, let's just focus that. Because, like, what is that?
What's that doing in there?
Was. What is this?
I'm not edited when it comes to cooking, right?
Explain yourself.
But at least I've attempted, and I've not pussied out like Jack.
The fuck? You did the thing. You got it out.
Why?
Is that it?
Why isn't this just why? Why is it so complicated? Look at it.
Packaging. German packaging.
I got it out, so
Is there anything else you need to get out?
nope.
Cool. I'm gonna finish eating my burger.
Gotta struggle to get this in.
Next, it was time to fit our stolen parts to the Clubsport.
I think today we've got pretty far in what we wanted to do, and what's left to do is simply the idler control valve, the fluids, and the vacuum. And that's it. So tomorrow we'll do that.
Yeah.
Tonight we're done. That's a good day. Tomorrow we do some more and we make it go coo, 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 coo.
So the next day, bright and early, about 1 PM or so, we continued, well, Ed continued to try and get his engine to start. But would it even start, much less run and idle? And have you even liked the video yet?
Not big gap.
Definitely fit the whole family.
You done that yet?
This is finished now. I'm just lining up all the new bits. All the new hardware.
No, don't put your hand in there.
No, put your hand in there. Captain Hook.
Yeah, start it. Go.
Get some fuel cranked up and then...
No, I need to unplug the fuel.
No, get some fuel cranked up. And then undo the fuel relay, then crank the engine, then put the fuel back on. Get fuel pressure first. I want to make sure that it's not fucking squirting out everywhere. Get fuel pressure first.
Yeah, but that means I've got fuel in here.
Good.
Which means that when I try to crank the car without fuel, there's going to be fuel left in there, which could go in the engine and
So
start
the
to crank
injectors
fuel.
randomly start pulsing by themselves?
If I unplug the fuel fuse, it's just for the fuel pump.
I hope you don't have a fuel leak.
What do you mean you're an idiot? You either check for oil leaks or you check for fuel leaks. You check one of them.
Okay, how often does oil set alight?
Oh, fire? What's fire? Oh my god, what are you on about? Fire? I've only got an open header's manifold.
Because fuel you
Go away then, I don't care!
I'm going to start the car immediately.
Do it your way, I don't care!
Dickhead.
And then we got the other Alves just being helpful. So after the best filmed argument of the year, it was almost time to start the engine. But since it hadn't ran for a couple of years, Ed removed the fuel pump relay and cranked it over just to get some oil pressure circulating through the engine. That's the one.
Imagine you crank it a couple of times and then like a rat flies up the end.
What's a rat?
I got nothing.
He got click.
Do it again. Is it Earth?
Ah, yes, very good now.
Yeah. Is it? It's not Paris.
So surprisingly, that earth at the start of the video was important.
You know what's really funny is like seeing like there's an earth point there. And right now, I don't know where the earth goes to. Why there's an earth point there.
Engine from cranking to earth.
Get the crank handle. I'll get this.
So after we connected the earth, you'll never guess what happened.
We have compression.
We have compression.
Fuel!
Let's do it. Go.
All of your delays.
So after adding fuel and reconnecting the fuel pump relay, it was the moment of truth.
I think it needs a bit more air.
Move up your Well, the engine doesn't sound very happy, and the idle control valve is doing a weird lung breathing thing, and the throttle actuator is not moving now that the engine's running. There's clearly a lot more work to do before this thing even thinks about making it to Portugal in December. That is not happy. Mine got chopped. Mine got.
It's not happy.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't like it.
2 days later.
Due to Ed being such a kind Samaritan, helping everyone build their projects all the way to the end, every time, leaving his to the very end, we have now decided to give him a helping hand. Today, we will be doing approximately cool because there's no parts here for the car, but we can look at it. No, I joke. We can try and fit the dash, and we can try and fit the seats, and steering wheel.
Somewhere.
He did this and said somewhere. Somewhere. Everyone just somewhere.
Today was not the plan to build that car for me.
Is it that
was to
one?
work on this car.
Is it that?
It might be that one, yes.
Is it this? No, I wouldn't have bought you that. That's rough.
It was in a box, if I remember correctly.
Well, then it's not that one, is it? We are fitting, hopefully, steering wheel,
Do the dash. The dash is important.
Steering wheel, dash, and hopefully the front seats. Why in the bumper ass have they put the harness bars at the back? We're gonna have to mount it to the floor.
Let's get started.
This is foolish.
It's
foolish.
It's literally an FIA cage.
We got it. Now we can fix. Now we can finally finish Ed's car. Yeah. We got the boss. Yeah. Got the umpa. We'll be right after the break. I'm gonna take a piss. Oh. I need a wee wee.
So we kicked things off with the dashboard. Also, side note, Ed doesn't actually like anyone working on his car. He's quite particular about the way things are done on it.
It will be fine. It will
What bits?
It'll be fine!
There's metal prongs that sit out of the chassis.
Let me give...
I haven't cut those. That just slits into that. It slits into here. That's what this is for.
I'm going to...
That's what this is.
Give this a clean and install it.
That slides onto here.
Do this.
And paint it black.
Do this, please.
That's what that's
Please,
for. There's
please
nothing
do this.
sticking out.
Guys.
And paint it black.
Guys. No, he wants it grey.
I want it grey.
Pete and I are concerned about the choice of grey dashboard.
Right.
No one wants a grey.
I have a black one up there until I get bored with it, and then it'll come out, and then it'll be carbon. They both need to run to the other side.
Can you guys do the M6? I'll do this.
They both need to run to the other side.
Please.
Yeah?
Huh?
They both need to run to the other side. Both.
You want
Both
them
these wires. No, I don't want. They need to. Because one's the starter motor wire and one is the fuse box wire.
Come on. Reason to run them across the. Why can't
There
we run
is.
one down there?
Because I don't want one down there. I want them both running across
I don't
there.
want them there.
Anyway, you can kind of see where this is going. Nuno working on Ed's car.
Do the M6. F off. Have you got a handbrake?
No.
How'd you get rid of your handbrake light?
Loop it.
Loop what?
It just grounds out. It's not nice.
I'm not doing that. Let me know if my crack's hanging out those. I've just decided to pick the world's tightest jeans today. It does sound like a Nuno problem, but I'd like it. To be fair, my crack doesn't really hang out because some of us wear Calvin Klein. Good evening. Big batty Mandem.
So these are the sort of messages Nuno gets daily from his followers on Instagram.
Hi there. I just acquired the M4 GTS and I'm about to change the suspension for better handling on track. May I know what your suspension setup is? My suspension setup is learn to drive the car first. Ed, your car got cobwebs. Start cleaning the dash.
Cleaning it.
So while Nuno finished off the main battery cables for the car, I was commanded to clean the dash.
That one says interior cleaner. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, use that.
That smells good. It smells good. We like the smell. Like the smell. Okay, alright. So you've joined me at the back of Ed's car. We're now proceeding to wipe down the dash, mix on the gloss.
Is this really the content he wants to take?
Yeah, this is what he wants to film.
Wow.
You need to explain what's happening.
We've gone downhill.
Who's trying to cuss me out?
No, allow it. It doesn't matter.
No.
he didn't
Talking
say
to the
that.
microphone.
He didn't say it's gone downhill. It's fine.
Nope.
No, he didn't say it.
That'd be rude.
That's what I thought.
That sounds rude as f***, to be fair.
For.
I want back and check.
Stop swearing. What is this grey dash?
Just clean it.
Because if I get a black one, I'll never change it.
Never change.
What's this one do?
Which one?
I don't know, but I'm going to leave it there.
That is an air sensor. I could have taken that one
This?
out. Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
That's an extra gram.
It is an extra gram, you're right.
We love grams.
No.
It's okay, I'll compensate when I change the dash. It's fine.
Compensation.
Sell that bastard steering wheel for money.
What, the M Sport one?
Yeah.
Do people buy them?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Disgusting.
Someone like Ned would
Someone bought a
probably.
sunroof.
Yeah, someone bought Ed's sunroof.
Oh, fair enough. Stuff that breaks doesn't count. Someone bought my black headliner.
Yeah, because that's worth money. Because they get normal headlining.
Because I spec my car properly.
You didn't spec anything. You bought your car
sunroof.
second hand. And it was one of the
I chose
cheap.
to buy the correct spec.
You bought one of the cheapest available.
No, you
Yes.
did. You
I
did.
bought the cheapest.
You
the cheapest.
Oh fuck! Get it! You were there way too long. That no. That was, you tried to find pleasure in that. That is not nice.
Not for me, just for you. I was trying to see how gay you were going to be.
He did the.
Don't say it.
He did the kite.
No. No.
Man's making an RWB out here.
No.
So after hacking the hashtag grey dash to pieces, we hacked it up some more.
That is gonna fucking slide right in like a
Listen.
glove.
Stop swearing. That was a double F word.
That's it. Giving myself
Yeah, and then.
Oi! Oi!
I
Oi!
think that's it. You lined that up perfect.
Wait!
Okay.
We're not there yet.
We gotta talk about something.
Go on. Okay, I've got to deduct the broken tool, and that's how much. What did you break?
A T40 socket torque thing.
Okay, so that's like £50. How many people want to know that? You mean Ali wants to know?
I either wanna cross it out or cash out.
Anyway, if you want to know if he gets his money or not, tune in on the Sunday video.
How was Bedford?
How was Bedford? I see you racing too.
You had to come.
Oh, don't do that.
Cool. I need you to be here, like doing that.
Just wiggling it. Do I actually need to wiggle it?
No,
or is that a
not
joke?
yet, not yet, not yet.
Because I'll do it.
I know you will.
Anyway, after all the shenanigans, we finally got the dash fitted, the steering wheel boss, and the instrument cluster.
So right now, guys, we're tapping this SPGA position. Why is this got a buggered thread? This is brand new.
It's all
like I'll lick this. I'll lick this right now.
I know, but we don't do it.
Don't you love it when you sit in a seat and you can feel the bolts?
No.
Anyway, so let's move on to those ITBs. After a few weeks of trial and error,
Yeah.
No foolishness now.
Don't lie to me. There you are.
Ed says that he believes he's cracked it, so he's decided to give me and Jake our own personal demonstration.
Is there any other 46s going? Portugal?
Peters.
Oh yeah, that. I'm gonna have a go in it.
Yeah, Peters.
I want to have a go in one again. What do you reckon it's gonna finally weigh?
9. It's the 9's the goal, and even 980, I'd be like, yeah, we're there.
It would work.
Ready, John? Ready? Not ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Is it gonna start? Let's find out. What does the error code say? Error code say it should work. Let's find out.
Error code says it should work.
Yeah, there's no error code.
That's an interesting error code.
Needs tuning.
Needs tuning. Definitely needs tuning.
But the throttles work.
And it's noisy.
Don't forget,
here
it's
as
got
well.
S54 injectors for a start. And the exhaust doesn't have cats in the way anymore. Sorry, I swore. So this engine's and obviously it doesn't have full exhaust, but this engine's really free at the minute. That is M3 S54 throttle body swapped with M3 actuator fully working on MS54.
Slightly.
Sorry, 43.
Slightly modified.
Well, yeah, you have to.
But all of the components are stock.
I know. Stock. OEM. Very good. Okay.
Yes, but now we need to assemble for Portimao.
Yeah, you do. No, I got a message today.
When's your
Diff has arrived with them.
Yeah.
So they're going to jump on it.
Yours is easy. You know we don't have a single car ready. Not one.
Yeah.
This isn't
Peter's
ready.
Pete,
That
where's
isn't ready.
Peter's
Peter's
at?
not ready.
Why? Why is he not ready?
Doesn't have bonnet pins at the minute. Doesn't have the right springs.
As he found out.
He needs springs. He still hasn't ordered them, has he?
Ugh.
Well, at least it's good news for the Clubsport. The throttles are working, so all we have to do now is assemble it. Jake's come over today to help us weld some harness eyelets into the floor. So the next day, me and Nuno fit the brand new drive shafts and the rear suspension. Progress on the 330 is coming along quite nicely now. Later on that week, some more stuff arrived for the 330. So after this Mishimoto radiator and fan was installed, we moved on to the seats and harnesses. So before we turn any wheels, we need to make sure that the diff and gearbox have fluids. Maybe something a bit more viscous.
There's water in it. It's been washed out, isn't it? Inside, out, out, inside, in.
I'm unhappy about a lot of this.
About what?
The water in the diff.
Water. There's just a little bit of water.
I want to see this bitch drive.
Bitch drive. Drive bitch.
And for those of you wondering, I haven't paid Ali his £500. But we have started buying him parts for his car instead.
Yeah! Woo!
He's at a track day right now at Blyton Park, isn't he?
Yeah.
Enjoying some of the fresh brake fluid and the brake pads that we supplied him yesterday. I figured if I give him £100, he's going to go to Costco and spend £500 on ribeye.
So for us, the most important thing when it comes to any trip we take is the food.
How far are we from that Wagyu restaurant that we went to? Yeah. No.
Well, where we're staying?
Yeah.
I think, no, we're staying in Villamora.
So we're not far at all then?
We're staying there. We're staying in Val d'Olombo.
Oh, shit. So we know that...
I made sure that where we're staying is where the food is.
Yeah, it's where we know the food, yeah.
The trip and the track day is going to be cool, but I am looking forward to the food.
I fancy a Domino's.
Ugh.
Oh. I know. Brother. Oi.
Told you.
We don't have Jack today because Jack's gone to London to do car spotting.
Has he?
Yeah.
He's actually gone to do what his...
By himself.
Oh.
I reckon he's going for a sneaky link.
Oh, that's...
We have a heat shield there.
So after replacing fluids and refitting the heat shield, it was time for the exhaust.
Yeah.
We've got the Scorpion Red Power, guys.
On shot.
The Scorpion Red Power. Hold on, the lens has got dust on it. That's okay. Oi!
Yeah. Oh, he got the hands. 200
Oi,
quid.
we got tips you don't know.
Yeah.
This is an exhaust tip.
Give it here.
Shall we read the instructions?
No.
We are men. We are men.
We are men.
How much was this?
1,000.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense, yeah?
Yeah. Estimated time fitting hour and a half. Are you joking, Glenn?
So the exhaust looked easy to fit, and it kind of was, but we really should have assembled it on the floor before putting it on the car. Which we kind of came to the realization of once we got to the back box.
Just a man. Guess what doesn't fit?
Does it not?
We're just saying, like.
And in comes Jake.
We have an issue with an exhaust not
The metal
fitting.
man turns up.
Jake turned up.
Here he is.
Yeah, it was right up until this point. Like literally, we're like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, and then we got here, and we're like, oh, well, this is a problem.
Anyway, after some more adjustment and a little bit of sitting down and a little bit more adjustment, we really just wanted to hear what it sounded like.
Is that the longest we've run it for?
Yes.
Let's get some coolant.
We've never ran it that long because the exhaust manifold's never been on, so it's so loud. Actually sounds really good.
Really good.
Just haven't.
I don't like the fact that it hangs.
That's the tuning.
Okay.
It's not, it's got the wrong injectors. It doesn't know what it's doing with the MAF because it's alpha N. It doesn't know anything. It literally doesn't, like.
Well, this plastic thing. Is this whole plastic thing coming off, Ed? Okay, tank is removed. Did you film that?
Yeah. Trying to put this on, and it just flipped out of my hand.
Man's got a fidget spinner.
Oh, look how new it is. July 2024. July 24.
I made it just for you, Ed.
Really didn't. It's only moderating.
What other coolant related lines need addressing?
There's this coolant line that goes to the back here. That needs capping off.
One time, there's this coolant line.
Bless you, John.
And how are you planning to block that off?
Just put something around it and block it off for now. I'm going to actually take it off and 3D print something for
Where
them.
does it return?
Doesn't.
Oh, it must do. It doesn't just go into the heater matrix.
It does. Heater matrix and then back around and then back to here.
Okay. So the answer.
I think it's here. Yeah,
the
it's
answer
here.
is there.
Yeah. Just loop it to here. The lines that you need are on my shelf.
Where's your shelf? Has it got
Second
your name?
shelf.
Has it got a name tag?
No, it's just on my shelf.
Ed's shelf.
Ed's shelf.
Which one is it, Ed?
The second one.
What the f***ing... This one.
Well, it's not. That's the second shelf.
It's okay. Ooh. I mean, it is perfect shape.
It is, isn't it? It's too long. It's not short. It's not long enough.
Too short.
Too short.
Not got enough long on it.
Doesn't have enough long on it.
Give it more long.
Anyway, meanwhile at the back of the E46.
No,
Oh, it works.
I don't like it.
Don't give a
So it's what? Yes, that's the. Yep, that's it. That's it. It's not for you, is it?
It's not for me. I'm gonna support you in your
But
endeavour.
it's for me. It's a little bit too wide. It just doesn't look. It just.
Cool, actually.
It works.
It looks
cool.
Dope.
If the end plates came down more.
I don't.
Let us know what you think about the spoiler in the comments down below. It is an OEM spoiler, and I really want to know if anyone can guess what it came off. But anyway, back to this coolant system.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's be honest, we all saw it coming. Too many chefs in the kitchen.
I just kept pouring. Coming out the bottom as well.
yes, I'm completing. Yep. Yep.
Where's your belt?
It's over there,
But
my power steering bracket is not here. Oh. My power steering pump, which is brand new, arrived, but my power steering bracket has not.
So once again, we're gonna have to improvise.
195,997.
so near. But not,
Basically.
But not 200,000.
But no, not yet.
Right. Okay.
It won't even be
It's a
200.
200k car.
It won't even be 200,000 by the time we get to Portugal.
Anyway, cable tie belt for the win.
Sounds sick though.
This is how Jack arrived to us from the Bomba NS PCC.
So due to the time constraints, Nuno said it would be more practical to grab his genuine CSL boot lid off the shelf, since it would just bolt up after a splash of paint. But while trying to find Ed's bonnet and boot hinges, an argument ensued.
Just tell the internet.
No.
I'm in the pursuit
Remember
of
when we
weight
were looking
loss.
for fucking hinges
I've
for
been
Peter?
all my shit.
And take Ed's stuff. Ed's stuff is now missing.
That's not true.
It is true.
Ed's hinges were never a thing. What's this bumper
Those
plug?
are my rear hinges.
Okay, well you never had fronts then,
I
did
did
you?
have fronts.
So
I
where are
had the
they?
fucking set.
Who moved the fronts?
That's what they were looking for.
Are they on Peter's car?
Don't know. I've not looked. I don't know.
Well, you haven't looked. Have you asked?
No.
Did you take big bonnet hinges to Chris?
You know what, now that you say...
Okay, your hinges are on Peter's car.
They're red now.
I'm a fucking magician and a detective.
No, when I said they took my stuff.
Well, he owes me bonnet hinges. And I want new ones. I want new ones! And I want with new struts.
After we cleared all of that up, it was time to see what the boot actually looked like on Ed's car.
We just fitted Ed's new boot lid.
Okay.
I mean, it fits,
It needs
but
to be cut.
it's just shy, isn't it?
I like
This
it.
is nice.
But I got to do work to it. So this is not a bad
This
option.
is a very quick, easy solution to get to Portugal.
Mid spoiler.
Since Peter had now arrived, the conversation very quickly moved on to the M6.
Like last night we were talking, 7 years. 7 years. People are coming on our video talking shit. Saying, oh, we went on an M5 board and said we did a DCT 5 years ago and we never did. Ha ha ha. Bruv, we've been doing that for 7 years. What have you done, you fucking loser? 7 years. 7 years we've been trying to do that. Yeah, do include it. 7. We don't get that time back.
No.
So when everyone's like, oh my God, is it a race between you and Evolve? Who gives a fuck who it's a race between? It's done. It works. You're all welcome. And it's done now, and it was the most anticlimactic thing ever.
It really is.
We sat there and went, okay, well, what do we do now?
What's next?
What's next?
Let's twin turbo it.
Let's fucking boost it. Comment in the box below, should we boost the V10?
No, that's a stupid idea. Just get it working and enjoy it. But feel free to comment if you disagree. After that brief side trip, it was time for Peter to load a file onto the 330, and hopefully this would help it idle better. While he was doing that, Ed was cutting a template to deal with the massive hole that he'd made in the boot floor. But first, Peter had questions about how we'd be attaching the windows.
When you bond the perspex to the side, what are you doing? You're going to put it on the hinge, OEM hinge.
Hinge?
So what are you doing? Go on.
There's no hinge.
Uh-huh.
Bond this bit.
Uh-huh. And then this bit flaps.
And then this bit, there's a trick that you are not allowed to know. I was sworn to secrecy and I fix it.
Do you force it underneath the seal?
Yes.
Okay.
So since the injectors had come off an S54, they had to be scaled down to work with the M54's ECU.
Too little fuel.
Too little, yeah.
Too little
but it's
fuel.
not terrible. How much did you take off?
20%.
Huh?
20%.
Okay. 234 to 252 is what the injectors are, by the way. From my understanding.
That's what it is.
I believe so. So you probably need like 5%.
What's that? Divide it.
Like 3.
Oh, well, what's the
Take
point?
5 off.
What's the point then? Okay, 4.05.
4 foot of extension. No, get that out of the car.
What?
This is how he was templating like that. This.
After a while of trial and error, Peter and Ed discovered that there was a little bit more to the idling problem than simply scaling the injectors.
I've been given a broken car yet again.
You're supposed to be the tuner.
Yeah, but
tune the car that's been modified. That is your
just
job.
Don't modify cars and it makes my job easy.
Yeah, no, it makes your job redundant. Not easy.
Ah, is it this table?
Don't know.
But there's no pedal input, so it's not that table.
It's not that table.
Oh, is it this table?
What's that table?
But then it just uses the throttle body to control it.
Yes.
If you turn off the idle speed control valve. So, should anything be blanked on it? Oh, he's blanking it now. Great. Cool.
So since Peter and Ed want the car to idle through the throttle bodies and not through the idle air control valve, Ed needs to block it off so that no additional air gets to the engine.
Can I start it?
It's too much air.
And this seems to have worked.
If you move the throttle bodies again, like last time, do it again, move the rods. Quite smooth. But that's not the rest position.
That's basically, with the idle air control valve almost completely blocked. So if I block it off completely, it might actually be alright.
Cool.
So this is Ed's oil cooler.
Yeah, let's go for that. Here you can see he's offering up Ed's new engine oil cooler.
Why does it need an engine oil cooler? Is it turbo?
Would you like
raised the rev
me
limiter?
to be honest with
Have you got a modified valve spring?
Would you like to actually know?
You got dual valve springs.
Would you like to know? I don't actually know.
Okay, Nuno does not want to be a YouTuber today, so I'll tell you. Due to the packaging restrictions imposed by the S54 ITB conversion, the M54's oil filter housing no longer fits. The primary reason is the additional throttle position sensor located at the side of the mechanism, and since we've been compelled to use the S54's oil filter housing, it incorporates provisions for an oil cooler. This housing also contains a thermostat that shuts off flow to the cooler until the oil reaches operating temperature. Currently, we've looped the system for testing, however it's time to make this oil filter housing fully functional.
Oh, that's blood.
Is Ed gonna like that?
Oh, he ain't gonna sit, is he?
Yeah, but when he opens the bonnet and shows his friends, is he gonna like that?
What do you suggest? Upside down?
Yeah.
We can do that too. I would always say to the viewers, don't do what we do, but I recommend when putting fittings in, always put them in by hand, because they're made out of aluminium most of the time. There's stuff you can buy in stainless and blah blah and blah blah, but because they're alley, you can quite easily cross thread. So do them up by hand like that, so it's nice. Always give a tug on your hoses as well, because you don't want that shit coming off when the car's on. And if it comes loose by tugging, you've done a shit job. So.
Do it again. That's another one.
So while I was editing one of the episodes, Nuno decided to help me out and film some stuff on his phone.
Some phone content because camera crews.
We're gonna get 10k views on this phone video.
Yeah, we're easily gonna get 10k views on
Why
this.
bother?
Where's the camera crew? Don't need one.
Camera crew's not here.
No, don't need
When the actual graph goes down. So what we're doing, lining up Ed's fiberglass M3 wings for prepping and drilling, which is good. I'm aiming Weetabix, and the rear quarter windows are going on. So his plastics arrived today. you can see. Would have fit the rear as well today, but we haven't ordered a trim for the rear plastic. For all the fanboys, here's my primer, my Dinitrol primer. Now about to do the passenger side rear quarter window. So that's how it is now. And in a minute we shall
He gave me a selection of clicks to choose from, clearly. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. Let's move on.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell you, mama. I tell you, papa too.
I've got stuff to say. I've got stuff to say. I've just been told I was given a mic. I'm watching the replays back of the mic that I was not given. We're doing it. It's happening. It's happening.
We're checking that CCTV.
That's right. We have CCTV cameras everywhere. And then there's you.
Coming back with the microphones.
Look.
You gave Ed a mic.
You gave Ed a mic. And you gave the bench a mic. And you're gaslighting me, saying you gave me a mic. You literally just gave it to the fucking cupboard. Right, so, real quick. My man said he can do us. Okay, so 2.5 inch lip on the front is fine.
Yeah, 2.5 inch lip on the back is tight.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's okay. And the front too. So we'll go 9 square.
Cool.
Go 10 square.
Can't.
We can't.
Can't fit 10s on the rear.
They don't make barrels larger than 6.5 for this wheel. And we can't get a 3 inch lip on the back. I mean...
No, you can't. You can't.
No.
So what are we doing today?
Windscreen.
I'm just going to glue the windscreen on.
And the windscreen's been here for a while. What have we been waiting for?
Just a trim.
Is there anything special about the windscreen?
I mean, you're trying to prompt us to give information, but where I come from...
There is something special about the windscreen.
From Nuno's School of Motorsport, having an electric windscreen that demists without blower requirements is not special.
What are you doing right now?
I'm priming.
With the what?
With the primer.
What's the brand? What's the company it comes from?
Dinitrol. It's from Dinitrol. It's just a Dijon promoter.
And what tool are you using currently?
I'm using the correct foam applicating pad that comes with the Dinitrol. I'm still doing the priming applicationing, as you can see, with the application
You can't
pad.
see me. Where do you want the screen? Over here? Or over there?
To promote the adhesion. I hate windscreens. I hate glass. I hate everything about it.
Is this wide enough? Your sensitive head.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested. I don't care about how good you are. I don't care about how good your nan is. I don't care about how good your dad is at windscreens. I don't want to hear it.
What doesn't he want to hear?
I just don't want to hear it. I've done enough of these to know it's a shit job. Just leave me alone.
that side.
See, that's why I had the gloves on. I didn't trust myself not to touch
Bomba, what are you... Why you do that for? Why are you in the Raz?
That trim is nice. Why are you going to touch it for?
Why? How? Why?
Look, look.
What in the
that
Raz?
is where you put it.
What in the
Can't you? That is your line. It's coming out of the bottom, the whole
it's
thing.
where you've put the fucking screen.
So while I was in Amsterdam for the weekend looking at cheese and ducks, the guys carried on working on Ed's car.
We are preparing the doors because these doors don't come with any holes. So there's no holes for handles, there's no holes for hinges. Well, the hinges are on there, but there's no holes for the locks. There's nothing. However, what we do have in stock is a pair of Sherma doors on this car. So fortunately, these have got all the right necessary holes for us to fit stuff. So what we'll do is we'll simply template these with some paper. We'll copy and paste over to those doors. We'll drill the holes out, and with a spot of luck, everything will fit. Effectively, we've had to reshape because the template from those doors isn't right. Actually, we'll show you. We've had to actually make the hole bigger because that's considerably larger than we thought. So this hole, this is how it is now, and this is the template that we made, which is a lot smaller than what we've actually cut out. And the reason being is that's quite a fat piece, which we didn't realize until we grabbed it. So this doesn't actually fit on the doors. So whether M3 doors and M3 handles are different, I don't know. But what I do know is that, like, that doesn't sit where it needs to sit. It needs to sit at the front. Yeah, correct. It's not bad, but we just need to make it a little bit bigger. But yeah, it's done. This side's done. We now need to do the door lock mechanism down here. And we also need to find my internal door locks because I don't know where they are. And then I think it's rear boot to put the spoiler that everyone seems to not love, but I do, so that's fine. We're doing the battery tray, which was made by the tunes. We're filming.
Be quiet.
We're filming. Anyway, we're fitting a battery tray, which was made by Weldworks. I'm sure we'll post it up on Instagram once it's all finished. Jack will do a nice little photo. But effectively, battery tray going behind the passenger seat instead of all the way at the back for, I guess, better weight distribution. It's more in the middle of the car, so it's within the wheels. Do that, cut the wiring down, fit it all up. We've got a lithium battery, which is just behind you on the floor, which weighs, I think, like 2 something.
That's tiny.
Yeah, it's all you need. That's an LMS battery, runs under R8, which means it can run this bloody thing. Fit this, do the wiring on that, fit the power steering onto the car, finish that off. Cut the rear carbon deck lid bit, so that to cover up the massive hole that I've chopped up. What else we're doing today? Fit the passenger seat, wire in the windscreen, and no, not with this weather, and not with that many holes and stuff that's not done yet. So it's a little way off, but it's not a million miles away from getting it to MOT, and then we can go for ascent. Once the MOT is done and everything else, then we can go for ascent. And then Portugal, here we come. It'll be good. It'll be very good.
the next day.
Right, so battery tray is in, finished, done, complete, which means Nuno can put the rear seats in because he's very good with those, so we're going to let him do that. Now we're on the boot, which is a pain in the ass.
And we've got Ali here doing some more paint.
And Ali's doing some more paint. He made it through the flood, so for those of you who don't know, where we are is completely flooded in. Yeah, I'm covered in fiberglass. Looks like I've been sniffing something. I haven't, it's the fiberglass. We're completely flooded in. The main road's closed, the back road's closed. Ali's come some other back route, like proper tractor route, and made its way in. So we'd actually know if we're going to make it home tonight or not.
So we're stuck here tonight, so this thing's going to be finished by the end of tonight, and John's going to get back and be like, what the fuck?
John's back tomorrow. So, but yeah, so, and Nuno's, let's see an update on Nuno's. The Intracts are on, most of them. Oh, do you want me to turn the music down?
Yeah.
I'll turn the music down. There we go, music down. No more. Ali's just having a little break because, you know, painting is... Yeah, the Intracts are on at the rear. The Intracts are going on at the front. Check it out.
He's doing a thing.
He is doing a thing.
Yo, so... Boom!
That's his new thing.
That is his new thing.
That's his new thing, isn't it? He'll be around for a few months and then it'll be something else. Tune in for the new year to see what he comes up with. But yeah, Intracts are going on. Yeah, not a bad Sunday. Not a bad Sunday at all. Hopefully we get a bit more progress. And why are we doing this? Because we're going to put the spoiler on, the big one, because that's what we want. That's what I want. So that one is going on.
The rubbish pile, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's the space. But yeah.
So by the end of today, we should have wings and a bonnet.
We should.
We should.
And an alley.
And we do have an alley.
Yeah, wings, bonnet should be done, doors and boot should be well on his way. And that's all the parts, I believe. So that's the car painted. I need to buy some wheels. I need to do that now.
So the night I came back from Amsterdam, I filmed this boot montage with Ed just to finish off the video. If you've enjoyed the video so far, make sure you've liked and subscribed. And you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok if that's your thing.
Ready. Now, see now. Oi! Look at that!
I like it.
Right, so. You're right, mate. Yo, so boom, we've got, there's the Clubsport. I mean, let's look at it. We've got the doors are painted, the whole car's painted. It's nice. We've got the steering wheel on. So a quick rundown of what's been happening over the last couple of days. So the passenger seat has been installed, the harnesses have been fitted, everything's been talked up the spec. The OMP steering wheel is now fitted as well. Everything works as it should. The dash has been trimmed. Not trimmed as in there's no leather or Alcantara, but I mean it's been dressed. So we've got the glove box back on, we've got the air vent on the side, we've got the Clubsport specific like carbon lookalike centre trim bits as well that have gone on. Ed has installed this trick switch here. Is this the handbrake switch, Ed?
Yeah.
So, because Ed didn't want a handbrake in the middle and handbrake cables and all that sort of nonsense, as I'm sure you guys have seen in the previous videos, he has installed F chassis 5 or 6 series 50i calipers with M5 rear pads onto what discs? 330 discs.
330 discs.
It's the 330 discs. But obviously they're electric handbrakes. So what he's done is he's electrocuted the handbrakes.
Aren't you clever?
Aren't you fucking clever,
Simple.
eh? So this is his handbrake switch because the car's going full MOT tomorrow and it's got to be full MOT compliant. Obviously, a handbrake is a requirement. So that's been done. What else? All the trims are on the car. The doors are now painted. They were painted this morning. Luckily, we've got a lovely little spray booth, so they were cooked at probably like 60 degrees, so that's nice. Rear plastics are in. Front plastics are now in. They're just obviously gluing and doing their bit. We've got the fancy Apex. No idea what these wheels are because I don't buy reps, but the fancy Apexes, what are they?
ERC7s, I believe.
Some long ass name. They look sick, to be fair. 9.5 square?
9.5 square.
So we've got 265 square, 9.5 square. Look at the fitment.
No spaces.
Boom! Anyway, so fitment. His studs are a little bit long. Apparently that's what I told him to order. I was probably thinking maybe a 10 or a 15 mil spacer in mind.
Yeah, I didn't need it. Yeah.
So anyway, come around the side. We are about to finish installing the aero catchers on the bonnet. Come around this side, obviously same thing here. And then over to the back. Rear glass was installed yesterday. It's not glass, obviously. It's plastic. The fake boot floor was installed yesterday. The boot was also just painted this morning. I think he's finished trimming it up with the bits and the bobs and the bobs and the bits. Reminisce sausage with the purple bolts. So door locks, lights going on, and then the V10 Plus spoiler. If anyone in the comments, quite a few of you guessed where this has come from. This has come from my R8. This is the original spoiler. I was trying to give it away. Can you believe this is like from Audi, like 5 grand. Nobody wanted it, so fuck it, we're putting it on Ed's car. Someone said AMG GT.
Oh, did they?
The GTR maybe?
Bruh.
No, GTR is different.
Bruh.
Anyway. I know that because I've got the M plate
anyway,
from one.
For those of you that know cars, and for those of you that got it right, well done. The GTR spoiler has like end plates and stuff,
Yeah.
so...
Hey, tell us about the GTR.
I've got one. I've got the end plate on my wall.
Yeah, well, that's another story.
That's a different story.
Everyone's seen the video anyway, but they just don't know it's you. We'll put the camera on the stand, maybe do some time lapse in.
Yeah, put some
bang some music on so that we don't get done for copyright. And
then reassemble, basically.
Boom. By the way, my M6 is all finished and working, so suck a dick, Jake. Suck a dick. Suck a dick, Jake. Jake's gonna finish last. Thank you, Jake. Let's go.
We're done.
On the right hand side.
Come.
On the top drawer, on the top.
AO52. Good AP racing. Look at this.
There should be something in there.
Look at this. Come. Don't know if you can see. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
There isn't a single.
Oi, we've got a carbon floor, you know. Vent to atmosphere.
You have one? No.
Look at this.
Someone help me.
Let's go help Ali. Anyway, so boom. Sunday?
It is Sunday.
Sunday, 6 p.m. We're live on YouTube in 2 hours for an episode regarding something that might have happened last week. I wasn't here, I don't know. I was on holiday. Some of us go on holiday. Anyway, Ed's car's done. We're finished. It's got MOT tomorrow. We're just literally tidying up last few bits. Don't worry about that. Nobody saw nothing. Cut that up. He's going to take it outside in a second and do some skids. Make sure everything's working as it should. But you can see from here. You're so boom.
Do a skid.
Boom. We got it done. Pete is finished. I'm finished. Ed's basically finished. There's a few bits he wants to do, like tidy up the dash. After this, we're going to go off to Jake's, help him finish. And that's us done. With 2-3 days to go. Drive the cars, run stuff in, try and break them ideally, and yeah, go from there. But here we are.
96,000. It's just clicked over. Look at that.
Look at your smile.
She's ready, mate.
We're done.
Let's go Portimone. Let's go.
So tonight is the night that we were all supposed to go to Jake's to get the cars aligned. Well, things didn't quite go as planned. While we were waiting outside with the cars idling, Ed's car started misfiring and then just died on us. It was Monday and the big trip was coming up on Friday, and we just didn't have enough time to fix anything major. But after a quick look, we figured out that the 3D printed throttle bracket for Ed's S54 ITBs had melted. We always had it in the back of our minds that the 3D print might not be a permanent solution, and had thought about sending it to someone who could CNC a metal piece. But we had never driven or ran the car that long before, and we had all just totally forgot about it. And now we had just simply run out of time. We pushed the car in, took the 3D printed part with us, and headed over to Jake to see if there was anything we could do. So as soon as we got to Jake's, we plasma cut an 8mm steel plate using the 3D print as a template.
When you say spacers, what do you mean by spacers?
Just because it's steel now, we can just weld 3 spacers to make it level.
Fun times.
Rather than cut the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Just put.
Oh, so you're saying
just
that
have it up.
this sticking up doesn't make a difference?
Well,
It
Just
does
have
make
it
a
up.
difference,
it does, but we can just adjust
Cue
it there.
another argument.
There's no arguments.
Yet.
No. There's no arguments.
If we can.
Tell Ed how to design the part that you designed.
I will.
One sugar milk, please. Yeah. It's just. Is that going to be strong enough?
I've got no rulers here.
Can I have a steel rule, please, Joe?
I've got a steel rule.
Safe.
It's the Mexican. Milk, 2 sugars.
Yeah.
John's
2 sugars for you.
1 sugar.
1 sugar.
This is called a rule, not a ruler.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
Nuno likes to pretend he's a ruler.
Wallahi.
What we're trimming.
Come.
Shut the f*** up!
Stop swearing. What's happened, Ed?
Well, this melted.
What does that hold, Ed?
Actuator.
Was it expected to melt?
It was actually. We forgot.
We did think it would do, but because it survived for so long, we're like, oh, it must be okay. Guess what? Idling for 30 minutes, not okay.
Give that here.
Look at him.
No. Look at her.
Look at her.
Look at her. So you're
follow the line through here. But if I designed it, so I know how it goes together. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I'm not an engineer, I'm a welder.
Like that.
So, please. So just here.
Yeah. Just
that's it. Give it a squiggly line.
Squiggly line.
Indicate scrap. Because we've got time for this.
Can we just can Jake just have that?
It's alright, we're just going to edit this out.
What art pieces are making?
It's a skull and crossbones, but he's not drawn the skull. There you go.
He's got a big fat round head.
Ned. Look.
Leave that man alone.
I have. I've given him what I think, and he's calm. We've sorted.
Look at the size of these.
Look at this though. Look at this hoof. Who is even still smoking with this on the pad?
Because it melted.
You work with plastic.
I told you it's coming.
And you're measuring it 20 times and you don't need to. It's really not that difficult.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
So with the steel bracket that we quickly threw together, we rushed back over to the unit to fit it to Ed's car.
Yo, so, boom! It's Monday. We have, I can't count, we're leaving Friday. This was off to go get MOT today. It didn't make it. Here's the CCTV footage of us breaking down. So, it started making a weird knocking noise. We were well concerned. We knew it wasn't bottom end knock. We thought the injectors were fucking stuck open and shit, but that's not the case. So what happened was, the OEM throttle thing, what's this? This is the throttle, right?
An actuator.
Throttle actuator for the shit engine, which is the M54. Everyone on the internet's gonna say it's the best engine in the world, whatever. Ed 3D printed a bracket, however, due to the heat of the block and a few other bits and bobs, said bracket became a banana. And
more than a banana.
More than a banana. So the bolts came loose. So what was happening was the actuator was just smashing the bottom of the M3 manifold somewhere here. So because this is almost like a amplifier, all we could hear was, and we were like, what the fiction? Something's knocking. Because that's come loose. So we've been to Jake's, there's some content there. And we've fabricated a steel plate which looks turd, but
if it works,
but it's gonna work, right? Do you need to shimmy that up and down at all to adjust?
I might need
the throttle
to.
Bodies?
Hold on, it'll tell me. Oh no, it's got enough movement.
Sure?
Yeah. Well, I'll fire it up, plug the diagnostics in, and it will tell me whether it's enough or not.
Okay. So we've made it. You can see it from here. It's a bit better. So. We got some, I think it was like 8mm or 10mm steel plate. We cut it some more, we drilled some holes, we welded some shit. When I say we, I mean Jake pretty much did. I talked a load of shit. There was a mini argument in between, but we're back. So, it's still Monday, but it's now way later than expected. Before MOT, this was going to Rambaldini's welding services. This was getting aligned, the E92 is getting aligned, the E46 is having a recheck, and the M6 is having a recheck on alignment. So we're going to have the 4 cars there already. but we didn't quite get there. But we will. So the E92 is there, the M6 is there.
Is that the right size?
The M3 is there. The Clubsport is about to go there. So old spark plug's out. It's been running a little bit rich, but we know that. It still needs to go off the TRS for calibration after it's been MOT'd. So what's happening is new spark plugs going in, bosh. New coil packs going in, bosh. Manifold, bish, bish, bosh. Bonnet down, on road, alignment, drop off the test. Tomorrow is another day. We were always going to make it. I'm sure there'd be people that were doubting the ability. We've got loads of time left, but shit like this does happen. So, are we ready, Bled?
We'll check.
You're going to check nothing without spark plugs?
Well, I can check if the actuator works without spark plugs.
Oh, very clever. Give it a rev, mate.
No revs. It's really close to. Really close.
To what, Bled?
To that.
To who?
To that, because it's the whole thing is moved
To
this
where?
way. To here.
Oh, man, you got loads of room. You've got so much space.
Cool. That works.
Come on.
Probably gonna fail the test to begin with, but we'll see.
Test?
It doesn't start.
Testington. It failed.
It didn't fail. It did fail.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, EML light, come on.
So, does it need to move down a bit?
Yep. I need to wind it down. Send it this way. Bogger.
It do be blue, you know.
It do be blue though, yeah. That's for sure. And the old oil cooling system is leak free, so that's always positive.
I mean, duh. Alright, I'm gonna go get the other shit then.
Please, yeah. The funny thing is that I only need it to pass once. Because once it's passed the actuator test once, then the second actuator test, when you turn the car on, it only goes one way. Yeah, I can't get it to go low enough because it's touchy. Once it's set, yeah. I just need to grind a little bit there. Hopefully. To get it there. How do I get in there?
Right, Sparky boys then. Big up NGK for making spark plugs forever. I bet they don't like EVs, do they? I bet they probably thought they have a business for life. Do we know the torque sequence settings for these yet?
Oh, just do it by feel.
Yeah, it says.
It goes do by hand.
It says do by hand then then half turn.
Half to 2/3 of a turn. It's literally what it says.
By feel.
Yeah.
Suck your feels. Yo, so boom. We've installed the spark plug.
We have not installed.
We'll just use some Mansouri paste. Oh, boom buckler.
Yeah, there's a caller. Caller ID.
Phone call coming in. My brand new Samsung's failing.
If it moves, it might be okay. No.
No movement.
Yeah, no, it's failed. I
didn't even try this time.
No, it won't. If it failed once, it won't try again. Do we have an extension lead? I need power. Sure.
Gear.
I'm sorry in advance for all headphone users. You'll find out why in a second. But if it is too much for you, skip ahead to 15 minutes and 5 seconds.
Oh, that belt. And the misfire.
Cool.
Why is it missing?
Because I've had to add a spring to it to open the throttle bodies up more.
When?
Just now, to get past the actuator test.
Why?
Because this is in the wrong place.
Why?
Because the bracket's changed. Hopefully, it'll be okay now.
Did you make 10mm holes?
Yeah.
You didn't, did you?
Yes.
You
Oh no,
didn't.
sorry, 8. But it doesn't matter. It's in the wrong place.
Yeah, but you
I've had to cut the bracket to make it fit.
Yeah, but
more.
you could move that.
I couldn't. I've had to cut the bracket.
With 10mm holes?
I'm not arguing.
I don't understand why you couldn't.
Because I've had to shave the bracket down, even with the 8mm holes. The 8mm holes are big enough. It's just that the bracket is too tight. Because it's different now.
Tight to what?
Tight to the actuator body. You know the bit that comes down? The belly that comes down? It's too tight to it. It's different. It's a different design.
I don't understand.
You know the extra bit here? That corner bit. You know how I had nothing on the corner?
Yeah.
Now we've got this much. Means every time I try to push the actuator down, it's fouling on that. So
Cut more off it.
It's fine.
It's not.
I've just taken the spring off it.
It's not fine. You said you've had to change something because the bracket's not the same.
Yes, I've just put the spring
Let's
to
make
pass
it
the
the
test.
same. It's missing. And that belt is so tight, bro.
That's better. I've taken the spring off it. Oh, that's open.
Okay.
That needs to be blocked.
With what? This?
Yeah. That's so annoying.
Don't do it, Nuno. No.
Where's your spray?
No, we don't need to hear it closer.
I'm sorry, but if we had to endure it, so do you. So we actually managed to fix the car, and this will be the first time Ed drives his car on the road. After almost 5 years, with this crazy idea of building the most lightweight E46 possible, Ed finally gets to drive his car.
The noise. The noise.
weigh it. Project LT Fat Lard E46 ass. We're gonna weigh it.
Why?
Weigh it. Let me zero it! Push that in a bit more, Ed.
You've got trouble for days, Trevor. Yeah, brother.
Not anymore.
What do you think? What do you think, John?
Which
Which scale was the one that next? Okay, that corner. So the blue. That's wrong. The blue needs to go on the other side.
Well, that's where you put them originally, brother.
I understand.
Cool.
Swap them around real quick.
Yes, swap around.
It wasn't me. Whatever.
It is 1 a.m. Why are we here?
Shut up.
It is 1 a.m. Why are we here?
Shut up.
It's Monday night. It's Tuesday morning.
Right, are we ready?
Tuesday morning.
What do we all think?
0, yeah?
What do we think?
0 8.
980 kilograms.
We don't need the driver. How much
No. Just keep
Fuel's in the car.
slam the.
How much fuel's in the
I
car?
don't know. 20 litres.
20 litres.
20 litres.
Is that all the way down?
Oh.
You just
Oh.
want to shit in the morning, Ed.
You're over. You're over. You're over. It's not 1,000 kilos.
It is 1,000 kilos. And 18.
Strip some shit off.
What about there's more shit to go on?
No. We're 15 kilos over.
When do I stop?
Remove the passenger seat. Passenger seat harnesses, that's 7-8 kg.
Cut the wheel studs down.
Cut the wheel studs down, yeah.
That's really light.
How the f is my M3 1,300 kilos?
Narrow bodies.
Plastic windows, yeah?
They're not that much lighter.
These are 5 mil, these are quite heavy.
These
As I said.
These are literally the same weight as the.
As I said.
What did you say?
1,000 kilograms, 240 horsepower, just 240 horsepower per ton. That is the same as
Stop!
an F82
You're making it heavier.
M4.
They're making it heavier.
Same as an
Get off it.
F82.
I'm
Stop.
just looking at this.
Same as F82.
Huh?
It's the same as F82 M4.
Yeah, but it's got no torque.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Oi.
Oh well.
This is good, but he failed. So you wanted.
I wanted 1,000, not sub 1,000.
There's still lots
So
of
it's
metal.
there.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the 900.
Shall I get underneath and push it up?
No, this is fucking mint. Good work, son.
There's still loads of metal you can cut out.
I mean, there's loads of metal cut out.
Like, got a whole
Oh, you got your laptop bag in there!
Take that out.
It's got his wallet. That's 200 kilos. Get it out.
Hey, the icon!
Oh my god! What are you doing, Bled?
Like, there's so much!
There's so much shit on there. And the radio. What's
the keys?
What's the harness?
Let's see how
Quarter of a tank.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
That's how you wear a car.
bro.
So hold on. How much? How?
Oi.
Hold on.
Oh.
1.8.
Still, 8 kilos in money.
What else can we take?
What's that seal doing?
Passenger seat.
Passenger seat.
Remove
would be,
the passenger seat and harness. It's sub a ton. How?
It's 1,000 kilos. That
To
was
be
the goal.
fair,
It was
how much is
1,000
the M3
kilos.
inlet?
So
That's quite heavy. And you got a whole wash of.
Good. What is it?
That off. You don't even use it.
5 kilograms right there.
Look, it's. Oh, that's a window. That's ridiculous.
that's good.
That's good, that is. That's fucking rad.
That's light. That's light enough.
That is light.
And it has a full cage.
Yeah.
I've seen the car.
Yeah, that's good. put this on the gram?
Yeah, sure. Goal achieved.
Very good. Well done, Ed.
Goal is there. Now let's get to Portugal. It's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Can we not finish at 1 in the morning?
We need to stop doing this. This is awful.
This is life now.
No.
Weighing just 8 kilos over a ton, it's one of the lightest E46s we've ever seen or heard of. But that's still not the end of the prep for the trip. There's a few bits and bobs to tidy up here and there, and the car still needs an MOT and a tune.
Files only cut one way.
Do they?
Is that right, Jake?
They only cut one way.
They only work one way. Look, if you look at the file, you see it only cuts away from you. That's how you use a file. If you go backwards and forwards, you kill them. I've had to cut the back of this off because the fiberglass doors, although they have an indent here, which will fit this nicely, are basically single skin either side. So if I was to screw that through, I'd be through the door on the outside, and we don't want that. So I've cut it off, and then we'll just put a nice little thing, just stick it in, probably glue them in, possibly. We'll do something with them to make it work, but for the time being I'm just actually testing to make sure that it will actually work. How long left on the baking station, Mr. Cook?
Look at the thing.
Oh.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Cool. Now we can put it on.
After finalising the paint on the bonnet, the aero catches and the washer jets, with only 2 days left until we leave, it was time to head over to get the car MOT'd. Obviously, our MOT tester's a fellow Nürburgring fan. And finally, with only one more day to go, we headed over to TRS Performance to get the car tuned.
Got line this time.
Okay.
Just leave it. I didn't have the time, so just do the tuning, please. We can sort something out in Portugal if you're going to take the thing, so.
Yeah. What's it out to now? What's it to now? But it should be fairly even toe-wise, it's just one side's got 1 degree.
Yeah, it's counted to one side. It drives nice.
Okay.
Like, it drives nice. Whereas when I drove to Jake, it drove like shit.
Yeah, okay. Still fairly straight from
Yeah, really straight.
Really straight.
Yeah.
And letting go of it, it's fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
It drives really nice.
Okay. So what I wanted to recap today was what we've done with Ed's 330. So since he's changed to S54 throttle bodies, he's also changed to S54 injectors. With the injectors being so much bigger than the stock ones fitted, we have to reduce the fueling. So without any calibration, any tuning to it at all, we're seeing sort of 10.5 AFR, 11 AFR. We're now seeing about 12, 12.2 AFR throughout the rev range. So it's much leaner, but it's not on the lean side of things in terms of reliability and exhaust temps. So that sort of AFR I'm happy with to keep on track, because on the richer side of things. The pain in the arse to set up, but we got there in the end. The other issue, because of the S54 throttle bodies, the ITBs, is the throttle never wanted to see 100% pedal, it wanted to see 110% pedal position. It didn't quite correlate to when you apply the pedal to what the ITBs do. So we had to cap the percentage of the throttle body position so that it wouldn't go into limp mode. So now it no longer goes into limp mode and it's much leaner, and we're making around 225 horsepower.
225 isn't bad.